up.
Good afternoon. I wanted to talk to you about that general obligation bond that they're going to be voting on in August. The trustees put on the November ballot. There's a few things that you need to know about. One is that $70 million they're asking from you isn't totally dedicated to the high school itself. There's 6 other areas they could spend that money on. Everything from refurbishing the schools we have, to equipment, to buying lands for other schools. That money is not just for the high school. The other thing too is that I went around to every one of our 7 areas, because for the last 5 weeks, and I had to ask. Many people told me a lot of their personal stories. The thing is we have several homeowners here and residents, our neighbors, that are upside down on their mortgage. We have quite a few that are just breaking even, and we still, even though that the foreclosures have decreased, we still have families that are going to lose their homes. How could we sit there and ask our community for an additional tax burden when people are still in the economic recovery? The school district is still in economic recovery. Not to put Madera down, but we're on the tail end of this recovery, and now is not the time for the bond. What's even more upsetting is that you had Clerk Jose Rodriguez, you had Trustee Arredondo railroading, I mean literally railroading 6 months ago to decrease the developers' fees and save them millions of dollars. Guess what? We were supposed to get a whole bunch of our people in the labor force here in Madera. Well, I've gone to those sites. Most of those construction workers live in Fresno or Kerman. That's what we wasn't told. And guess what? All of those dollars ain't being spent here in Madera. They're headed south over to Fresno, like a lot of other governmental projects that are going on in this county. The other thing too is that by doing that, in this bond, this $70 million bond, the millions of dollars they gave those or those developers, those tax credits, they're expecting you to make up the difference. That means those millions of dollars they lost, you will be paying back on the bond for that new school, and you will be paying for those developers' shares. Now, I don't know how you feel, but when you ask for $70 million and it could go out the door in 6 different ways, when you got 2 real estate trustees that gives millions of dollars in tax breaks and railroads that thing, and then turns around and wants to take it out of your pocket, it burns me up just a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that Maderians don't like taxation, and we don't understand taxation, and we do understand fair taxation. But when you have the lopsided taxation that's going to be going on in this bond, when those developers are sticking millions of dollars into their pockets that they should be paying, it's kind of a point to ponder. Now in November, if this thing makes it on the ballot, you have several different ways that you could vote to protest that. And I am telling you that I cannot support the general bond issue for a new high school until at least 2016, when everybody is economically recovered in this town, because that's about how long it's going to take. We can't burden our citizens with lopsided taxes. As I said, a point to ponder. I'm headed back to the pool, going to enjoy my beer, and you all have a nice summer day.